afternoon. What is social media? Social media is a controversy topic for today's society. Social media make it easy to communicate and interact with each other anytime, anywhere in the world. People can stay connected with their families and loved ones, no matter how far they are from each other. And social media has to do something with our report for today. Our report focuses on the video of Clay Shirky entitled How Social Media Makes History. There are three questions raised in us. The first question is, on Clay Shirky's video, identify two salient points raised in it. Do you agree or disagree with both points raised displayed? First point raised by Clay Shirky is the change in media landscape. He said that now that media is increasingly social, innovation can happen anywhere. That people can take for granted the idea that we're all in this together. And so, we're starting to see a media landscape in which innovation is happening everywhere and moving from one spot to another. Regarding to this idea, media landscape shows how media's world is divided and which particular media platforms are reigning supreme in the digital world at this moment. We agreed about this point raised by Clay Shirky. It is true that media is changing over time. There is a great transformation in media. For example, 20 years ago or more, newspapers and magazines are the king and queen when it comes to driving storylines and source of information and news. Years later, television was invented where people can just sit down and make the TV work. No need to buy such newspapers. Until the day came where great innovations were invented, where you can read news and updates on your phones, on Facebook, Twitter, and other social networking sites. You can also communicate with these things anytime and anywhere. The second point raised by Clay Shirky is about rising usefulness of networks. He stated that using decentralized technologies such as peer-to-peer sharing, wireless, software for social creation, and open source development, new technologies are enabling new kinds of cooperative structures to flourish as a way of getting things done in business, science, the arts, and elsewhere as an alternative to centralized and institutional structures, which I see as self-limiting. We also agreed about this point raised by him, because the internet is the first medium in history that has native support for groups and conversation at the same time. As all media gets digitalized, the internet becomes the mode of courage for all other media. Every medium is right next door to every other medium. Media is increasingly more a site of coordination because groups that see or hear or watch or listen to something can now gather around and talk to each other. Consumers can also become producers.
Second question. How would you evaluate Clay Shirky's talk? Clay Shirky is an American writer, consultant, and a teacher on the social and economic effects of internet, technologies, and journalism. He influenced and pursued many people by his views about social media. He really is a good communicator because he connects with the audience. The connection between the speaker and the audience is what allows people to listen to the message and being inspired, which makes the audience to listen to everything that he says and keeping their attention onto him. And he explains everything on his presentation that makes it more understandable and adequate to the audience that are not English literate, so they can cope up quickly even they are not good with English.
I will discuss to you the comparison between the 20th and the 21st century media. Let's start off with the 20th century media. During this period, various inventions were created, including the printing press, telegraph, telephone, black and white TVs, black and white pictures, phonograph records, film strips, and radio. Moving on to the 21st century media. The printer, smartphones, text messages, phone calls, flat screen, HD color TVs, HD color pictures, MP3 players, CD or memory cards, phone radio, and the internet were some of the inventions and innovations during this period. The internet is the first medium in history that has native supports for groups and conversation at the same time. The internet gives us the many-to-many pattern. Through the internet, all media gets digitalized. The internet becomes the mode of carriage for all other media. The 20th and the 21st century media both are used in communication purposes. They provide a better connection to development, improve productivity, speed up communications, allows communication to be convenient and effective, and thus, they make our life easier.